Oh my god. How do they fit 30 more people in here?
Okay, 2 minutes to the bottom, just like this.
Alright.
You know what? It's more who you know and not what you know. It really is.
So our first true tourist stop here in Cripple Creek is the Mollie Kathleen Mine. We're gonna head down and check out the gold mine that's been here for, what, dozens and dozens of years. I guess we're gonna find out. What kind is that? He's got foam in his cheeks.
Better than the tarantula sighting. What kind of bird is that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
We're looking at the gold mine. We've got about 30 minutes to wait before the next tour goes down. A lot of historical stuff out here up front for us to look at, so.
Drive this train?
I don't think that's the steering wheel. I don't think you really have to steer a train. Let's go look over here.
Someone forgot their dinosaur.
It's not cold or anything. You're just gonna get colder.
You're back to the surface.
Now I should do a picture of us. All the miners.
Alright guys, so we have just a couple of real quick things before we get you all started. That's what you get to go down in. It's called a 9-man miner's cage or skip. We actually have 2 of them and we're going to use them both. Is this all couples or how you guys all group together here? 3? 2. Okay, that'll be easy enough. Put you 3 and you 2 back there on the bottom cage. You guys and you guys over here all on the top cage.
Too much.
So the ride down takes about 2 minutes. Now that might seem kind of fast, but it's actually slower than a normal elevator. It's only about 5 miles an hour. Once you get down there, there's going to be a lot of light and a lot of room, so there's going to be pretty closed-in feelings or anything like that. Now the guides that we use here are experienced in hard rock mining and they understand the history of the district. So if you have questions, just be sure and ask them, they'll answer them for you. And then most of these women in this case work for us just 6 months out of the year. They don't make near the money they would if they were still mining, so they do appreciate tips. Now, if you guys want to look over at the city of Cripple Creek, down on the fog there, that's about 400 feet below where we are right now. So that means you're going to go an additional 600 feet below the level of the town when you get to the bottom. Just make sure you don't stick your fingers out the little holes. All right, your guide is going to be Sarah. She'll be over here in just a minute. She gives a little bit tour. She's a lot of fun. So. Why don't we go ahead and just two at a time. If you two will back up against that back wall next to each other and face out.
I think we're doing the bottom.
No. Yeah.
And then we're going to make a row in front of them.
So that's to go on the bottom. I know, that's what I thought.
You said you want us on the bottom?
Yep, just kind of step out back over there. It's underneath this one, so I'm going to take
Yeah, that's what I thought.
the other group of two right there. And
Right, the other one. Yeah, we're the
you
bottom.
guys just make another row in front of them.
Why don't you go there and I'll go there? Make it proportional.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
All right, guys.
We're
here
just
we
gonna be
go.
real cozy.
Real cozy. How many do we have? So if you were actually going mining, we get 3 more people in here.
Oh my god.
All right, guys, I'm gonna load you up. You guys are going up before we all go down, okay? We have
Okay.
another. Whoops, sorry. We have another skip right under you, and that's where you're gonna be, okay?
Go ahead.
Alrighty, here we go, guys. Now, who knows each other?
We know each other.
Everybody knows each other?
We all know each other
All
now.
right, get on in there. I'm not gonna rally you. Just go in there. 2 minutes all the way to the bottom, guys. There we go. Perfect. And if you want to turn and look at me a little, and then go all the way back. So I need to get in here as well.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get to know each other
How did they
really
fit
well.
30 more people in here?
Okay, 2 minutes to the bottom, just like this.
Alright.
You know what? It's more who you know and not what you know. Because, yeah, 5 years ago I lived in Minnesota. I had never done an ounce of mining at all. And then I moved out here and then I found out what it's like to be out here. And oh my gosh, old fever's really the thing.
So if you guys look out right now, you're going to see the 200 level. 200 mining levels here. We have 5 different levels at the Mollie Kathleen that we were working. We have the 200, the 400, the 600, the 700, and the 1,000. We're going all the way to the 1,000 today, guys. Now, I don't know if he told you anything about that red light, but that's the 400 level, you guys. Now, that red light, as soon as we pass that, we are officially moving. We're not even halfway. Now, here's where it's going to get a little funky, you guys, but it's supposed to be this funky. Those timbers are there to safely guide us all the way to the bottom. We're just going to bend and curve, and those timbers just poke us in the right direction. They're going to help us bend and curve with the earth. Yeah, we need that. Trust me, if you guys think this is a funky ride right now, come down and I do my inspection by myself. Trust me when I say the more weight to skate, the better. Yeah, I'm throwing down like a little rag doll. Sometimes I just sit down because it's such a funky ride. 61 is the last time we were actively pulling out gold and producing it. We still pull out gold from 700 levels for a sample, so I would say no, not since 1961. We have an active pit strip mine up on the top of the hill. That's our big old mine in this area. Alright guys, a couple more seconds and everybody's gonna have tons of light, tons of room here.
How much is the big mine today?
1,000 ounces is their average.
So how much is that?
Right now, an ounce is about $2 grand. They're making a lot of money, guys. About $2 million a day. Everybody watch your step. You're gonna have to step up a little. And then if you guys get up against this back wall here for me, please. Very good. Very good, thank you. All right, everyone, welcome to Mollie Kathleen 10 level. All right, welcome out. Come on, everybody get up against this back wall here for me, please. Yeah, watch your noggin. Sorry, Molly. Yeah, everybody watch your noggins underground here.
tour. Very good. Where at? Here. Very good. When was it?
Probably about 3 years ago.
Sorry, it hasn't changed much.
It hasn't changed much.
It hasn't. So, if you would have said 11 years, I would have been like,
Yes, you brought us.
there you go. Well, it's one of those things I just say that because, yeah, about 11 years ago we added an air tram down here. So, now you guys, if anyone has any questions at any time, you throw your hands up. I will get to you as soon as possible. If you came down here thinking you can scrape the gold off the walls, I'm very sorry. You're sadly mistaken, you guys. We'll get into that in a little bit here. If anyone has questions, throw your hands up. I'll get to you as soon as possible. I don't care if you interrupt me. You do whatever you got to do. But we're going to be walking through what they call a crosscut of gold mine right now. It's just a fancy term for a tunnel. If you want to follow me. All right, we'll go right there for me. Thank you. You're going to see me counting all the time because a couple weeks ago, you guys gave a gentleman your ticket, right? So a couple weeks ago, they were playing a trick on me, a dirty little trick. And they gave me 2 extra tickets. So I got up, so we give our tickets back at the end of the tour, right? I get up and I'm handing them out, and all of a sudden I had 2 extra tickets, so I was freaking out. Thought I left 2 people underground. They were just playing a trick on me. And you're going to see me going... So, anyway, you guys, welcome to the Mollie Kathleen. It's good to have you here today. Now, if you guys came underground and you're thinking, like I said, you could come down here and just start scraping the gold off the walls, I'm very sorry. Now, we've been mining in this area for about 130 years. When we first started in this area, we had no fancy equipment, you guys. We were hand drilling. Now, did anyone see that big old Newmont mine when you came into town? We have an active pit strip mine. Yeah, did anyone see that? Anyway, they pull about 1,000 ounces out of the ground every single day. That's about $2 grand for 1 ounce. They're doing really well for themselves. Where I'm getting at with this is they kind of strip away the mountain as they go. They use big old equipment. They actually use a cyanide solution to leach all the gold out of the mountain. Now, remember what I said, when we first started, we did not have fancy equipment. If you guys would have gotten to work 130 years ago, you are hand drilling all day, every day. Now, why are we even drilling holes in the first place? You want to get 24 holes in every single heading that are 6 feet deep at least. Now you're going to load up those 6 feet of holes with dynamite. You're going to blow all that out. You're going to bring all that crushed rock up to the surface. And you're going to start going through it to see if you have gold in there or not. Now, in the first 10 years we were here, from 1891 to 1901, we put in 2,400 miles under Cripple Creek and Victor alone of crosscuts and drifts, you guys. We have over 10,000 miles of this stuff. In a 6 by 6 mile radius, you could go to London underground and back. With the amount of crosscuts and drifts we have underground. Kind of cool, isn't that? I know. So I'm going to kind of explain this to you a little. Very, very hard. And if you put yourself in their place for a second. So you have the striker up here, the shaker down here. Now notice that shaker is holding a 6-foot drill steel on top of his shoulder, you guys. Every time his buddy swings his hammer and hits that butt of the drill bit, he has to give it a quarter turn. Now notice his buddy is swinging a 10-pound hammer towards the back of his head, you guys. This is before they ever had hard hats. And does anybody swing 1,000 for the season? No. Right. So every time you hit your buddy in the back of the head, the shoulder, wherever you end up knocking him, you're going to switch up. That's exactly how your 8 to 12, sometimes 14-hour shift will be down here, you guys. Now, to make matters worse, we have LED lights. This would be hard to do nowadays, right? Yeah. They were using candle lights back in the day, guys. Right, so you can only imagine. You're issued 3 candles to get you through an entire shift. They don't care if it's 8, 12, 14 hours. You get 3 candles. Now I'm really going to scare you. Do you think 3 candles are even making it through They're not making it through your 8-hour shift. If you guys have heard of muscle memory, the boys in our district were absolute masters at it. They actually prided themselves on how well they could drill in the complete darkness, you guys. They're going to get to their drilling stance, do a couple hits with their candles burning. They're going to blow out their candles, do most of this drilling in almost complete darkness, you guys. 2,400 miles was done this way. But once we get compressed steam underground, life got really good for the miners because now they're going to let all the machinery do all that work for them, basically. They're going to completely abandon hand drilling after about 15 years down here. So we're going to go get into the compressed steam stuff. Like I said.